So, I know I saw an earlier story on the same subject, Rachel Reeves. I'll rip up the rules on planning within days. Labour's new Chancellor announces growth mission, which could see thousands of homes built on Greenbelt land. Now, this all actually ties into Agenda 21 and ongoing eugenics. Why? Because they're building on farmland, and they have been for a while. Now, I'm going to give you an example. This is just Edinburgh alone, right? So I'm just looking for the road to Gilmerton somewhere. I think it's this one here. All this here used to be farmland. All of it, yeah? Now you could say, but Scott, historically, yeah. But this is all pretty recent stuff. There was farmland all the way along there. All the way along there. And up here. And they've just built on all over it, yeah? And there's other places round about Edinburgh where they've done the same. Good example would be even at... where are we now? I need to find this. I do need to find this. Yeah. Let me grab the wee manny and plop him here. Hopefully I'll get it right. Oh, God. And it's nowhere. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's the right place. Yeah. So, along here, in between the 5G towers and all the rest of it, was all farmland. Up until, quite literally, the last 2 or 3 years. I'm not joking you. They just threw these things up. Yeah, you can still see them being built. That was, believe it or not, all farmland. Yeah? You could do this with, name the town and the city, right? They're literally putting houses on farmland. And thus, over time, limiting our country's ability to sustain itself agriculturally. There's no mistake in this. None at all. And remember, while they keep bleating on about sustainability, yeah? They keep bleating on about sustainability. But they're quite prepared to be building on land that's been used historically for farming. How is that sustainable? And their excuse is, well, you know, we've got not enough housing. We wouldn't have that issue if it wasn't for this uncontrolled immigration. And with the witchcraft of these MPs, it's like, but we've got declining native populations. And I've said all along, why are people not looking into why we've got declining native populations? And all you need to do is look at the Scottish Parliament. It's anti-family. It absolutely is anti-family. Yeah? There is very little nurturing of traditional family values. The embracement of mum, dad, son, daughter, extended families, all the rest of it. Yeah? There's a deliberate dumbing down going on as well, because let's be honest, if you're having to import whoever from wherever, yeah, to apparently fill the jobs in hospitals, why is the education system failing so many people in society then? That they're not nurturing useful skills of which young people can go on and have long, rewarding careers. Why is all this? Because none of it's an accident. All of it ties in to ongoing eugenics. All of it. And the rules and the goals and the rollout of Agenda 21. Yeah? And now they're talking about the installation of, we're going to need new pylons for all these various wind and solar farms. Yeah? But you're so inefficient. So inefficient. Yeah? The whole thing is an ongoing shit show. Yeah? And this woman has the neck to say what I was warning, no matter who gets in, you're going to hear the following.
That whoever won the general election would inherit the worst set of circumstances since the Second World War. What I have seen in the past 72 hours has only confirmed that.
What did I say before whoever got in? Oh, we've seen the books. Oh my God, you think life's bad just now, but we've all just got to pull together. Listen, this ongoing shit show that we live in, people need to sober up big style and start looking at the reasons like why. Why is this happening? Seriously, the apathy in the many is to all our detriments, without a doubt. So now that's confirmed, they're quite happy to openly admit they're building and want to be building more and more houses on farmland. And who are these geniuses coming in via dinghies, most of them? Yeah. This is part and parcel of the breakdown and destruction ongoing of the West. I'll have to put this in so many playlists because it's all connected. It truly is. It's outrageous what's going on. It truly is. But before I go, let's look at the comments. From my own experience with a town that has had 3 such big increases since 1999 of new houses or housing estates, the same problems are still the same problems. The developer promises X amount of social housing, a school, a doctor's surgery, and a small 1 or 2 shop enclave. Halfway through the development, the developer says it's going to slash the social housing number by 2/3. No schools, doctors, or shops are built, and the town's infrastructure isn't enlarged, so the whole town is in constant gridlock. The penalties for failed promises need to be so high that the developer does as they promised in the planning application. But the very developers are obligated under Linga Cultis. Let me go back to, for example, the map. Edinburgh. Let's go back to, where can I find it? Gilmerton. Right, so. Let me see, Gilmerton. I'm trying to find. Let's grab the wee manny again. Now, here's another example. And by the way, that's another side of Gilmerton as well. The same thing. So they'll get these built, these monstrosities, and then they put the the corporations in, the Greggs, the Spar, the whoever. It's not independent shops, none of it. This all ties into the corporatization, the 15-minute cities, the 20-minute neighborhoods, Agenda 21, eugenics ongoing, if I haven't repeated that enough, and you've got your 5G towers. I've got a good friend of mine who lives very near to here, and he's never been the same since these things were switched on. These monstrosities, I have my mother, who's in another area of Edinburgh, and she just feels like a bag of shit all the time. And guess what? It's not that far from her. One of these things. Yeah? And when you look at it, it's a disgrace what's going on. And I'm sure wherever you are from, whether it be the UK or other Western nations as such, you see this similar crap going on and on and on and on. Yeah? And none of it's good. None of it's good. But this absolutely ties in to the goals of Agenda 21, ongoing eugenics, and the destruction of Western nations from within. Anyway, your thoughts, your views, your thumbs up, your shares, and subscribe. And I'll speak to you soon.